more big-name departures at OpenAI, with some of Sam Altman's top deputies stepping down, including CTO Mira Murati. Altman putting this spin on the latest shakeup during an event in Italy today.
I think this will be hopefully a great transition for everyone involved, and OpenAI will be, stronger for it as we are for all of our transitions.
Well, let's discuss that with our own Deirdre Bosa joining us for Tech Check today, along with Kate Rooney, both out in San Francisco. And I'm glad you guys are both here. Kate, maybe you can just start by bringing us up to speed on what exactly has taken place with this company over the past 24 hours.
It's been kind of a wild 24 hours, Kelly. So you had some high-profile decampments from OpenAI. You mentioned Mira Murati. There were other top researchers that left, and it comes after basically the entire founding team after OpenAI was started has left the company. So it's sort of continuing this trend that we've seen of top executives leaving. That is part one. The other part of the reporting we have is that they are now in the middle of changing their corporate structure from being a nonprofit to a benefit corporation. So this is kind of a unique structure in corporate America. It's kind of a unique side of the governance structure, but it's actually quite common in AI. So Anthropic, OpenAI's really rival out here, is a public benefit corporation. So is xAI, which is Elon Musk's rival to OpenAI. Some tension there. Ben & Jerry's, Patagonia are some other examples of this. But they're heading in this direction so that they're essentially going to be a for-profit. And as part of that, I'm told by a source that Sam Altman will get equity in the company for the first time. So a lot is going on, but those are sort of the headlines from the last 24 hours, Cal.
Sure. And Deirdre, you know where I'm going with this, to the original sin. That's what Elon Musk is saying, too. He's quoting someone on Twitter who is talking about accusing Sam, basically, of raising $50 million from Elon to start a nonprofit. Tell everyone you're doing it for the sake of humanity, raise billions of dollars, convert from a nonprofit to a for-profit and grant yourself equity, and boom. I think there's a lot of people with whom this doesn't sit well.
I mean, let's add to that list, Kelly. He also called Sam Altman swindler of the century. He referred to him as Littlefinger, who was basically, the kingmaker in Game of Thrones. And I was laughing at that soundbite you just played from Sam Altman before we got into this segment, saying hopefully this will go as smoothly as the other transitions. I mean, what an understatement. The transitions have been wild. I mean, Kate just explained what happened over the last 24 hours. That could fill months for most companies, most controversial startups even. And, Elon Musk is the loudest person in the room, but there's many people here in tech in Silicon Valley who wonder, who question Sam Altman's motives. They say he could be a visionary, he could be a snake oil salesman, and that's what we really don't know. Well, but when you have these companies, I mean, you're always walking the line between, being that visionary and playing fast and loose.
If I might sort of ask the question this way, Kate, is he, it's not so much about the motive. The motives are pretty clear. It's to have a massive company, to have the next, Google or Meta or what have you. The question is whether it's on the up and up. If there's still going to be, sort of a shoe to fall about how they scraped all of this off of the internet to train these models, and can the company just continue to outrun those allegations?
I think that's a great point, Kelly. The other thing I would bring up is just the moment that we're in and this vulnerability at a time that is really key for OpenAI, when there's a lot of competition. They're fighting off Google on one side. They've got Meta over here. They've got Anthropic. So they need top talent. The things I'm told you need to win in AI, it's talent, it's data, it's computing. So they've got, deep pockets now. The fundraising is key to get that other side of it, to get the amount of computing power that they need. But they also need the talent. So they cannot afford to lose some of these key technological minds to some of their biggest rivals. I would also say that investors actually are pretty happy with what's going on. I've been talking to people who are involved in this current round, say this does not change the underwriting. It does not change the thesis and what this company is worth. They said, basically, this is the nature of the beast when it comes to this company. You know what you're signing up for. Decampments from OpenAI are in no way a new thing, as we've seen over the past year.
But Deirdre, if it's a for-profit company and not a research arm, then where is it getting its information to answer our queries? Is it paying for them? Does it have the license to do so? And how expensive will that license be going forward?
I would add one really important question there. Are they doing it safely if the ultimate aim is artificial general intelligence or AGI? And I think you do have to question the motives, because when this company was founded, and this is what Elon Musk is really highlighting, is that the stakes are so high here. I mean, here in California, they're looking at a bill that would make it necessary for generative AI companies to have a kill switch. That is a very real worry from people in the industry that are working on safety. And when Sam Altman was originally questioned, in the past why he didn't have an equity stake in OpenAI, he said he chose not to because the board needed a majority of disinterested directors with no stake in the company. So that has all changed. And as Kate just said, and you just said, Kelly, the motive now is to become a big company like a Google or a Facebook or an Apple. That's very, very different. And this is a company like we haven't seen before, right? That pledged to create AGI for all of humanity. That was the stakeholder before they considered the structural change.
It's I think, still one to be grappled with. And this feels like the very, very, very beginning, even as they're trying to, do the massive fundraise, very beginning of people grappling with those problems.